Hi everyone, Chris, aka Rufo here, and today I'm going to be panning out a couple of Paydirts that I've had sitting around for a while, and there's going to be a bit more of this in the upcoming weeks as well. So let's check out the dirts I have and get into it and check out the gold and the crystals that were in that dirt. Alrighty, so I'm going to get started, and these are the Paydirts I've currently got left. This one is going to be stuck in a box, I think, for a while. I'm going to do all of them before I decide whether or not I get to this one, because this is a pretty nice collector's bag at this point. And if you're in the gold panning community, you likely know what this one is, and a lot of people really want the Kalichi bag that Vendetta had done a while back. I've not wanted to pan it. I've had it for some years now, and yeah, still not sure if I want to pan it. But what I do have is some LXR, this Klesh bag, and I don't remember who made the black poison, and I think this is also an LXR bag. But I'm gonna roughly go in this order, starting with the LXR bags. But I've also got these ones here, and one of these, I don't remember which, was just some stuff that someone sent me. They said was cons that they didn't check. There may or may not even be any gold in it. Oh, actually, I see gold in this one. Oh, the piece just fell. So this one definitely has gold. Maybe it's this one that may or may not have gold. It looks like some kind of blonde beach sands. Yeah, I'm not sure that this one will have gold, but we'll see. Somewhere I'll mix these in, but over the next coming weeks, I'm gonna have some videos panning out these golds. And today for the video, I think I might do 2, even 3, because I'm currently watching an 8-hour gold panning stream from Dylan Miller Prospecting. Go check out his channel if you haven't already. He is doing a Suicide Awareness Day live stream. I'm watching this on 9/10. Probably won't have the video out till after that, but currently today is Suicide Awareness Day. So if you or someone you know is struggling, please feel free to reach out to myself or anyone just to talk, have a talk, and you never know. Maybe someone you know that's really close to you is struggling and just needs to have a nice little hello. So send them a little text, give someone a call you haven't talked to in a while, and that's kind of Dylan's message of the day and something I'd like to carry on. So let's get into the panning and check out the gold in these bags, and if there's anything in this one. Now, I think this one, I want to say was from Jeremy Cantor. Ooh, I don't know. Problem with people not labeling the bags they send is you might forget if you don't write it on the bag yourself. And I've had most of these Paydirts for 3 or 4 years, just sitting in my closet. So we'll pan it, see what's in it, and then we'll move on to the LXR and see if I've got time to do this one as well today. And then, yeah, we'll get to these in the coming weeks. Alrighty, so before I crack into those bags, I actually realized I had this sitting to the side that I already poured out of an LXR bag the other day and never got around to starting it. It was a copper bag, and I do not know if it contains gold, but it's definitely got some copper in there. And that almost looks like a piece of fire agate. Without the color, without the fire color, but the pattern looks right. Weird. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through this one really quick. We'll see if it has any gold. I'll pick out any little agate bits and any other little gemstone looking stuff. And then we'll get into those other bags. So this might be a 3 Paydirt bag video. I just had to delete like 20 gigs off my phone because it was full. I went to start to record and oops, my phone was out of storage. So I'm gonna get my water thing here and we'll get panning through this real quick, time lapse through it, see what we find. Alright, a few chunks of copper I pulled out of there. Now I'm gonna classify this real quick with my little mini classifier set, and then I'll get panning it out and we'll just speed through this one and see if there's even any gold in there. I really don't know if this was just a little copper bag. I don't remember. Alright, I skipped ahead through the roughs because the big stones had nothing in it except a couple little scraps of copper. But I got down to the fines, and as I was penning them down, I started to see some copper bits pop up, but there was one little piece of gold tucked back in there as well. Now I don't know where it's hiding. Oh, there it is. Right there. See that one that's way more golden? Right there next to the copper. Little piece of gold right there. And then lots of copper flakes. So I'm going to get this cleaned up. Oh, just messed that up. Gonna pan through this a couple times. Get the copper and gold cleaned up out of here. Do my taps to get it up in the corner. Then I'm just gonna lightly pan back the black sands. And I'm gonna have to do this a couple times to get the little tiny flakes that fall away. But let's jump ahead and see what was in this plus the other dirt at the end here. Alrighty, so I finished penning out that bag and there was a fair amount of copper. And what looked like one piece of gold right there. But I believe there was just the one piece of gold. And lots of copper flakes. I'm actually wondering if that gold was natural, just in the dirt he used. And then, yeah, there we've got the bigger chunks of copper and some little tiny crystal-y bits I picked out to put in my mini jars. But we'll take a closer look at that at the end after I dry up the copper, and I'll weigh all the little copper bits. But it's time to jump into the next bag, which is one of the unlabeled ones that I'm not sure about. And I legitimately just dumped a little bit of it into my water tub because I wasn't paying attention. Huh. Hopefully there was no gold in that bit, and I guess I'll be repanning out this tub later. Alright, I'm gonna pick through this for a minute and then classify it and pan it. Alright, so I classified that down, showed you a sneak peek a second ago. There is definitely some gold in there. Got a little piece right in the center there. Maybe a little olivine in there as well, a little peridot or olivine crystal there. Some more gold right there in the center. Honestly, if you just look around, you'll keep spotting little pieces of gold. Could play I Spy and just post pictures like this and see how many pieces of gold you can count. That could be kind of fun. Alright, so I think I'm going to start with the thicker stuff here because we've got a lot less. Gonna pan this out and see if we got any gold chunkers in this. So again, I was watching Miller while I was filming this, and I decided to leave a little bit of his voice in right here because it just so happened I was snuffering up my gold as he's not finding gold in a pan he did. Holy crap, look at all that gold. I was not expecting that. Whoa. All right. I'm watching Dylan Miller live still. He's doing his 8-hour stream, as I probably just mentioned. But I realized I didn't do that whole pan on camera. So this is the end of it here. We're going to take a quick peek. Oh my gosh, at just how much gold is in there. What in the what? Oh my gosh, I've been hanging onto this bag for years because I thought it had like a tiny bit of gold sprinkled in. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna put back on Dylan's stream and listen to him and pan this one out. Holy cow. So you saw how much gold was just in there, and getting it stratified just right. You shouldn't see any on the surface. And now I'm gonna give it a light pan off. All right, now for one of my favorite parts. We get to hear the snuffer bottle have its nice little meal. Time for your golden dessert. And too much, couldn't get it in one bite. I don't know how much of that my phone recorded. I just got a low power warning and it looked like it had stopped recording, so. Almost to the end of this one. And definitely some gold in it. All right, I'm gonna pan that down a little bit more. We'll check it out. Whew, all right, so I still forgot to plug in my phone. It's about to die. But let me pour off a little water. Make sure we don't have any floaties, and look at that. Would you check out all that gold in this bag? That was completely unexpected. I thought there'd be like that much gold in the bag, like that right there. Not all of this. So if I'm not mistaken, this was the Jeremy Cantor bag, which I won along with a t-shirt from him some years ago. In fact, I do wear that t-shirt from time to time. Let me grab it and show y'all. Now, I've taken pretty good care of this shirt, but unfortunately, it started to peel recently. And I'm not really sure how to fix that, if I can get like fabric glue or iron it and put it back on. But since it started peeling this guy off, I haven't wanted to wear it again. But it's Jeremy Cantor, Can I Go Panning? Fun little shirt he made. It's North Shore Prospecting. I'm thinking they did it with a cry cut. It just looks like the cry cut sticky on stuff that they put on the shirt. So I guess worst case scenario, I could ask him to send me a little replacement guy, because I actually really like this shirt and I've worn it out to go panning a couple times now. Or I should say prospecting to looking for places to go panning, because I've been trying to explore around and find public lands in California that I can pan on. And I tell you what, it's not that easy around me. But the last 2 times I went out, I did wear this shirt, and I don't know, that was kind of fun. So I got this as well as that pay dirt we just went through. So let me dry it up and we'll get a weight at the very end. But we're only 2/3 of the way through. We've still got to pan another bag now. So let's get into this LXR bag. And this one is going to take an extra little minute for me to do. You probably won't get to see a whole lot more, but I got to pick through this one because I see some little gems and tumbled stones in it. And, well, you know I've got to keep all those. All right, getting into the gold LXR bag from a Patreon a few months back. All right, well, right off the bat, that almost looks like a real natural citrine. I think it's not baked amethyst, maybe. Wow. That's cool. All right. Satin spar, not selenite, satin spar. Same family, it's all gypsum. And yes, my hands are very filthy playing with dirts today. Oh. Apparently cut myself too. I thought I felt something earlier. Crazy. All right, so we've got that absolutely loaded bag here. Put on my light. There's a little bit of black sands in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pick some of those out and try and separate this gold real quick. Remove a little bit of that black sand, and then we'll get a weight on it. Alrighty, I've cleaned up the gold a bit here. Still a couple little bits in there, it looks like. But I removed a whole bunch of magnetics and black sand. So this shouldn't really alter the weight all too much. Whew, I am bad at guessing. I was like, that looks like a gram of gold. 0.633. That's still a good amount of gold. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, looking at this, my brain's like, yeah, that's easily a gram of gold. But I guess I'm not that good at estimating weights of gold yet. It looks like a fair amount. I know I was questioning how accurate my scale was recently, and I think it's only off by like 0.001 or 2, but it's so slightly off that it's not going to matter. It's not going to say a gram of gold is 0.6, so I think we're actually looking at 0.6 there, though I do want a new scale. There's a little rock right there. Yeah, it's okay. Tiny little pebble somehow made it through. It looks like this bag we were looking at a 1/4 gram, and it's just over at 0.277. So altogether, between the 2 bags we just panned, well, the 2 gold bags, because one of them was the copper bag with the 1 little flake of gold in there. So together we're looking at 0.91 from those bags. And if I dig it out, oh, it's over here. I don't think it's gonna tip the scale. If you find that little piece that I thought was gold. And now that it's dry too, we should be able to see. There it is. One of these things is not like the other. One of those things is not like the rest. It's got a little weight to it. It might tip the scale. Let's see. By 0.02, it just slightly tipped the scale. All right, I'm gonna weigh up this copper now, and we'll see what we got there. All right, well, the big chunks there, we got 11.8 grams, and then a little bit of copper here that's not really worth weighing up because it's just some copper flakes. I'll probably put them in a mini bottle like I'm doing with the little pyrites and gemstone bottles and whatnot. And then I'll pick through this and see what some of those other little stones are. And if there's anything really interesting worth showing you, I'll be sure to pop it on at the end. There was this gnarly looking ant head in that dirt. That Arizona paydirt had a big ol' nasty red ant head in it. Alright, there you go. There's a typical house ant versus this big beast. And look at the difference in that. He could gulp one of those things up in one bite. Oh, someone's got a twitchy leg. All right, so that was not bad. 0.914 grams of gold. We got some copper. Sorry for recording outside on the road. I have to work today and I'm editing and trying to squeeze this in on my lunch break because I forgot to film an outro. I also forgot to film an intro. So probably saw something there too that I just squoze in last second. But it's not bad. I did not give an ROI because these were bags that I won. And so, yeah, Just some fun gold to have for the collection. I'll have a little update in the coming days that'll show if there was anything left in the tailings of that dirt, because I'm gonna repan it possibly tonight or tomorrow once I get home, and yeah, see if we can find anything else in there. So until next time, I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye.